And today we're talking about where we will work. And I went through previous presentations, and this meeting last year in February, we talked about how the way we worked has changed. The new way of working is not about multitasking. The basic fundamentals are spending time working on your business, not in your business, networking, partnering with the best technology and equipment. That's always difficult because something new is coming out, every week. And then an office environment that creates an experience for you and your clients. I had a meeting at the downtown office yesterday, and it was just so much fun being in a different environment. And it's amazing what that can do. This is our training room. Also, the meeting room upstairs will seat 10 to 12, and that will be a meeting room for webinars, smaller group training sessions. You also see on the next slide, this is a multi-purpose meeting room, but it feels kind of awkward to come in here with just 3 or 4 people to do something as a group. And we've got a great meeting room up here with the same technology that's going to be available down here. So if a couple of you want to attend, you have Julie, some of the makeup sessions that we have in the conference room downstairs. All that will happen in this meeting room upstairs. Okay.
Now I see that.
You can see this. Okay. All right. Can you see the green?
Nope.
Really? Okay. Where will we work? The orange spaces are all workstations that are open. They're not in private offices. So in all of these orange stations, we do have desks. And there are 27 to 30 desks in these orange zones, if you'll call them that. In the green zones, which for those of you who can't see green, here, 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 and here, that's what we're calling the top producer offices. There are 11 private offices for 1 or 2 people. Next week we'll discuss the requirements and more detail about that. In the blue, we have 4 offices for the day. And next week we're also going to talk about what is an office for the day, how do you reserve it. We have really just 1 downstairs right now, but we have 4 offices for the day. And then also too, we think a lot of y'all will choose to work some in the cafe or maybe even on the patio. And I say work, it's not bringing your whole files and dumping them out on the patio or in the cafe, but touching down for 20 or 30 minutes, following up on some emails, checking some things out in between appointments. Upstairs, these spaces are designed for work activities. But we also think maybe more casual work will take place here, and even on the rooftop deck. This has an awning across the entire length, so it is covered, but we think that's going to be a really nice space if you want to just return some phone calls, follow up on some emails, something where you don't have to be seated at a desk looking at files. Affiliate space. So we're downstairs, the main lobby. This is green. This is about 2,000 square feet. And this is where Eddie's office will be. We're working on having a law firm lease a satellite office, possibly an insurance agent. I even talked to a photographer last week that's looking at leasing some space on the north side of town. So this space is dedicated to affiliate services for real estate. Maybe that's where the eye doctor, physical therapist, what other checkups do y'all get each month? Chiropractor. Anything we can do to keep you in the business as long as possible. We may have monthly IV drips so you get all your electrolytes and your blood cell count is normal. So again, if you have suggestions, if they're say, hey, it'd be great to have an inspector. This is premium office space because one, it's in our building. Two, they don't have to provide their own receptionist. They have their own restrooms with NASA quality exhaust systems with lockouts. Training rooms. We think this is going to be a great opportunity for folks to come to our office to get everything that they need to hopefully complete a transaction with you. Maybe we're going to have food trucks outside.
No donut shop, please.
No donut or shrimp baskets. That's up the street.
I can't believe they put a donut.
Let me go back for 1 second. I'm sorry. So, I even talked to some advertising and marketing companies, technology related, things y'all need help with. Okay, we can see this green, right? Mm-hmm. Meeting with clients. That's one of the reasons why you come to this office building, is to meet with clients. So let's go upstairs. These are the offices for the day. You can also reserve that to meet with clients. It's not just if you need to work on something in a private space, but if you have a 1, 2, 3 hour meeting, however long. We also have 2 conference rooms that are set up very similar to the one downtown, with more of a collaborative conference table that's up against the wall with a TV mounted, so you can plug in your iPad, your computer, search for property, go through your presentation. And then of course, you remember this was the other large meeting training room. That can be reserved for meeting with clients as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meeting rooms that you can reserve to meet with clients. How do you?
Is it on glass wall too?
Their glass wall is just on the exterior.
But I mean, you can see into all those.
They'll be frosted, so you'll be able to see, but you're not going to be in a fishbowl.
Okay.
So there will be some privacy. That's really distracting if you have a full wall of glass with nothing to diffuse. So we will have frosted film, so when you're seated, you're not seeing everything that's happening outside. That's why we have these TVs are actually on this center wall. So if you're going through something personal, people aren't outside watching everything that's going on. So if you're giving a presentation, you'll have privacy in there, but the glass walls help bring natural light into the space. And again, who's invited a client to come have lunch in our cafe across from the restrooms recently? Not me. So we're really excited about this. Meet with a client. Maybe it's your first time meeting with them and you're going to look at property and you pick up a sandwich or snack. Hey, let's meet in the cafe, drink some coffee, and review our plan for the day. We really think that's important, and that is such a better way to build rapport. But then again too, maybe you just want to invite them to come have lunch at the office before closing, a couple months after. Maybe you just want to invite somebody to follow up with, and a friend just to come meet with you. That's what these spaces will be for. We won't have food upstairs, but we hopefully will have a spot for 1 or 2 food trucks on the premise to park a few days a week, so that Taco Tuesday. Anybody seen the Lego movie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Taco Tuesday right here with President Business. We think that'll be real fun. And we can't really entertain clients here. We can barely have a function to entertain y'all. One, because our largest room is upstairs, and that creates a lot of issues logistically. But when you count the training room, the cafe, and the outdoor patio, that's 2,500 square feet. We can have a company function. We barely fit everyone in here for the awards breakfast. How many people we have in there, Laura? Almost 50 people. So We're not going to have, like a rush party or a pledge party and have hundreds of people, but it's going to be more comfortable. And it's not just for us. If y'all want to have a client appreciation party, you can host that and reserve it at the office building. You want to have something, this is covered. It may be a little cold today, but you could open up the cafe to the patio. We plan on using that quite a bit to have company function. That's kind of overview of what you can do. How will you work at the new office? It's not just about work. We want y'all to have fun. We want you to build relationships. But next week we're going to talk about what is the process for reserving a conference room. Besides coming to the physical office, walking down the hall to see that a post-it note is on the door and you can't reserve it. We're going to explain that whole process. It's going to be very, very easy for you to determine when you want to schedule an appointment. Production requirements. What are the requirements for those open area workstations and for the private office space? We're going to walk you through that, explain it, and that will lead us right into the selection process. We explain the requirements, and then we'll explain to you when that will be effective. It's not going to be effective tomorrow or next week or next month, but we'll give you everything and explain the entire process next week. But a lot of things have been changing. We started talking today about how the new way we're working is changing. And I think that, I believe that really we change for two reasons. You change out of desperation or you change out of inspiration. And sometimes, I know this has happened to me, circumstances can be a little overwhelming. And, life starts piling up and gets filled with questions we think are irresolvable. I mean, that happens in business, it happens in our personal lives. And this is when you use desperation to take action to solve those irresolvable problems. But it's usually because you've had months of neglecting to address that problem, address that issue, and it piles up. And so our hope is that this office is an inspiration for you to think about your business and how it will help you, how it will help your business adapt in changes that are coming. Because y'all know we've been talking about this for a while. Our business continues to change. It's always threatened by technology. Who's going to provide services to our clients that we should be providing? We're always trying to establish our value to our clients. So we've got to always be thinking about how we can do a better job than anyone else. And we hope that those changes inspire you. And we hope that this building is going to make it a lot easier for you to address anything you see as a problem or challenge in being a real estate agent and a realtor. So we're very excited and hope you are getting inspired about it too, because I get excited every day just thinking about it. So thank you all for being here. Please drop questions in the box, problems you want us to solve or you think this building should solve, because that's the goal. Thank you all for being here.